Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Dave, and wanted to do a quick video here today talking about something. I was talking to a guy this week, and he was asking me, "Hey, if I had $100,000, how would you make 12% of that money, or $1,000 a month, or about 1% a month, approximately, right?" And I said, I was drinking wine, sitting on the couch, so I was getting really confident. And I was telling him, hey, I'd probably trade options. I'd probably do a combination of calls and puts, and spread it around a little bit, and just kind of talking back and forth. So then I thought, well, why don't I just illustrate that and show some examples. Now, I'm not saying go out and do this for sure. If you're going to do this, maybe you do one a quarter and you trade a LEAPS out 1 year and you kind of see what you can get. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. We don't know what this market's going to do. Today was a crazy day. Everything got hammered, so it's a good night for wine, and it's a good night to just kind of sit back and fantasize. If we had a bunch of money, maybe that's 10,000 or 50,000, 100,000 or a million, I don't know, whatever your number is. You wanted to put it in the market right now and try to put money in your pocket right now. Could you do it? Be successful. So that's what this is about, thinking out loud. So got a couple of different examples that I hammered out here. We'll talk through, but the first one I was going to start with is SPY. It's very exciting, right? SPY, the Spider S&P 500 ETF. And if you wanted to do this and make 12%, you really can't. Even trade, like if you want to trade a LEAPS, right, out 1 year from now. And I'm doing this today also because it's 118. And a lot of these, in 1 year, you have the 120 expiration for 23. So it's a great timing to kind of look at this because you could buy and do the covered call strategy, right, and own it for over 1 year. Maybe you keep the stock, or maybe if it gets called away and you actually made some money on the stock, you wouldn't have to pay those short-term capital gains. So that's where we're going with this. So let's say you sell it open one contract of SPY. That's not enough. We got 100 grand, so we're going to do 2 contracts. So with 2 contracts, if we wanted to buy it and then sell the call just to illustrate and show you how this might work, right? That's going to be $92,000 about. And we picked the January 20, 2023, and we picked, oh my gosh, what's that doing? SPY, SPY, action, sell it open, 2, call, expiration, 1 year from now. Come on, let's go find it. Where is it? There it is. Strike. Kind of at the money, 460. So we're right at the money. We're going to get somewhere between 820, 845, about 830. All right, so let's just do a market, just so we illustrate. For that, we're going to get about $6,778 that we get right now. So you get to take that money and you get to go on the African safari, a really cheap one. Now, you probably want to invest that, maybe even reinvest that, but you get it right now. You'd have to pay taxes. Don't forget about your taxes. But you probably can wait till the end of the year maybe for that. You take that money, you can put it right back into some other investment. So not a bad way to play it. If you're just came into money, if somebody just handed you a bunch of money, maybe you just got a big bonus. Maybe you just sold your business. Maybe something happened, you got a big chunk of money and you decided to do something like this. And again, I would spread it around, so this is just for illustration purposes. But 2 SPY call options are going to cost you about $92,000, give you $6,778 right now. Plus, you're going to get what, like a 1.5% dividend, I think, with SPY. So about another $1,500. So you might be about, around 8,000 something in change. So you're going to get about 8% annualized return with this, minus your tax responsibilities. So not a bad way to go about it with SPY, but that did hit our goal of 12%. So let's look at something that will hit our goal of 12%. So what do we have? Let's go with one that I like. You don't have to like it, but I like it right now, especially as it drops. I actually bought a call option, LEAP, with the same expiration out for next year. So we're going to see how that plays out. But I'm going to, again, sell to open. Just simple puts and calls. We don't have to make this super fancy to test this out and have a good time here. We're going to sell 3. In this case, and you don't have to do calls either. You can do puts. Let's do a put in this instance because we don't get anything for owning Facebook, right? It really depends on how you want to play it, but we're not getting a dividend. So let's just do a put. Say if it goes below something, we're willing to buy it. And for that, we'll see. So let's go back out there to January 20, 2023. So we have a full year. And we're going to do the $315 strike. And for that, it looks like we're going to get about $40. Hey, that sounds about right, right? $40 per contract. If we did the market order, you're going to see, wow, we're right around 12,000. And that's because it executes at the bid or at 11.6. But truly, it's going to execute higher than that. We could probably say limit at 40. We're probably going to get that at $12,000. And right around there, my calculation comes out to be a return of about 12.1%, 12.1, 12.2, depending on your negotiation skills. Now, you do have a max loss of $83,000. So it really depends on your belief in Facebook for the next 365 days. Do you have faith in Facebook or Meta that it's going to be able to hold its value? Because you could lose a lot if it drops significantly. If it goes down to $250 a share next year, you're still going to have your $12,000 you put in your pocket right now, and you can reinvest into something else. But now you have a stock that's only worth, $250 a share. I mean, it's gonna get put to you at $315, and it's only worth $250. So you could have lost a lot of from your original basis, right, that you put in there. So you have to decide on what your faith is in Facebook. Meta, darn it. Okay, so it could go flying through the roof. Now you're limiting your upside. But again, if our goal is 12%, our goal is 12%. Would you be happy with 12%? I'd put a lot of my money into something if they said, I guarantee you with these bonds, you're going to get 12%. A lot of people are saying 8, 9% for 2022. See where it all pans out. Today wasn't a good day. So it's off to a rocky start for 2022. We will see where we are headed. So that's the Facebook gets you there. And again, there's 3 of these. You could split them up. You don't have to do it all in one. Don't do it at all. Again, this is thinking out loud, having some fun, doing some illustrations. And I think this helps get your mind straight. All right, the next one is, let's see. Let's go with something conservative here. Let's go with a bank. Now, I just did a video on banks. Don't hate me for it because they all got hammered today too. This one was down 2.4%. It's a great value stock. We will see where value goes from here. But it's been pretty good so far. Since I recommended Citigroup, it's been pretty good. And I recommended it for me. I never recommend it for you guys, by the way. It's just me thinking out loud again. Now, we can buy 15 contracts of this and feel like a whale. So 1,500 shares. And in this case, I would definitely do the call because they pay a 3% dividend. So we'll illustrate how that helps, right? It also helps on the tax side. So we're going to sell to open 15 contracts out to January 20, 2023 at a strike price of, look, we even get some protection on the downside, $62.50. So we're selling it in the money call option, right? And I've got a video for that too if you want to go watch and try to understand this. But we'll crunch through the numbers here real quick. So we're going to get $8.20 to $8.45, right around $8.30. Again, let's just do a market order. Chop through this. Market, okay. Day, margin, auto, and look, we're already over $12,290. So we get to put that to work right now after we receive it, and we account for our taxes. And we have to think through the rest of this trade, though, right? So first off, we bought 1,500 shares at a 3% dividend. That pays $2.04 currently. That could always change annually per share. That would be $3,060. So you get the $12,290 plus you get $3,060, right? So you're doing really good there. But now you're offering to sell it at $62.50. So that gives you the protection down to $62.50. But below that, you would keep it, right? But assuming it holds its price of $65.30, it will be pulled out of your account, and you'll have to sell it for $62.50 where you bought it at $65.30. Right, so $65.30 minus $62.50 times 1,500 shares means you lost $4,200 on that part of the trade. So altogether, you end up right around an 11.7% return, right around $11,160. My numbers are all right here. 12,290. Yep. So right around $11,150 or so. Again, depending on your negotiation skills, might be a little bit higher. So you're going to be really close to 12%, just underneath 12%. So that's an option. Citigroup, pretty conservative play. Just one more way to do it. So Facebook, SPY, Citigroup, go play. Look around a little bit more. Understand what your break even is, what your downside is. And, try to come to grips with, is this something you might want to play around with? Or just continue to think about. Again, this was just to illustrate how would you go about it. For me, out of these three, I'd probably go with a combination of Facebook and Citigroup, and probably not SPY, but I might pick another ETF to try to balance it out. And again, puts and calls and things like that. So, and I'd even try to dig a little deeper and look for some downside protection somehow to maybe to protect part of my investment. So, and in the end, I probably couldn't hit 12%. But I do some of these trades. I do some leaps that I kind of hold all the time. And I do them both ways, when I am a buyer and a seller. So if you have any questions on any of this, again, this is just for illustration purposes. Please just ask down below. Be happy to get back to you. If you found any of this beneficial, please like and subscribe. And happy Tuesday to you. Have a great night. Take care. Whoop.